What is going on, everyone? Happy Saturday. Late Saturday stream for us here in the channel. Normally I do things in the morning, early afternoon, but you know, things happen, things change. But we're here and I'm excited for this one, man. We haven't done a lot of 2K live streams on the channel this year. It's been mostly uploads, but yeah, man, we're doing a 2K. NBA playoffs, man, always gets me the itch. And I had an idea hit me the other day, and I've been kind of secretly, not secretly, but just testing some stuff in my downtime. It's been really solid, and I was like, let's just do a stream, man. Before we dive into everything, can I just get a quick audio check from y'all? Mic's good. I don't really care about because we're gonna go full screen when we play, but I just want to make sure my mic's good, everything's good. If someone could just let me know. I'm gonna break it all down for you. Yo, King, thank you so much. All right, so here's the dealio. Gosh, man, like beginning of March, dropped the most recent slider set, which was 100% built around the huge roster project that myself and a bunch of guys in Discord spent like 60 some hours working on, and they were all tendencies derived from ChatGPT, and that plays really, really well. But there is a couple problems. Number one, it was really, because of the formula, you really couldn't do anything with draft classes, because it was basing the tendencies off of real players, and you know, it's tough to do when you have a draft class, right? And it was also it took so long to do all the players for all the teams. It took 8 minutes per player, so it was like we were gonna have another 4 or 5 hours of tendencies for draft classes. Nobody wanted to do that, right? I didn't want to do that, and so it kind of, as great as that played, it really kind of hindered people from being able to advance. And then also it kind of left the PC people out because there's nothing we could do for them. We couldn't get them anything. So anyways, I've been I let it be. The video didn't do that great. Nobody really cared because of those aspects, and I totally understand. I was thinking about the other day, and I was like, you know, I did learn a lot. And I think the folks who were helping me out with ChatGPT learned a lot about the tendencies, because the tendencies ChatGPT gave were really, really solid. I'm going to show you guys. I'm working on it's going to be a global formula. I'm actually working on something that I want for 27, but we're going to bring it for 26 as we're going to get started. And it's going to be tendency edits. It's going to be global so that people on all platforms can have it, but it's going to be so much more, it's not going to be nearly as great. Like, so the first global tendency edit that I did, it was, you know, beginning of the year, it was global tendencies, global badges, and global ratings, right? I haven't done any badges on this, and I don't think I'm going to. There's only a couple ratings that I'm going to do global on, and they're not even set, but I'll tell you guys right now. I'm playing around with, I'm probably going to leave it offensive and defensive consistency -20 for all players. I think it's just an absolute necessity. And what I learned from the ChatGPT stuff when I was even doing ratings was, you know, having a lower consistency really made an improvement in the gameplay, and that allows you not to have to mess with the actual slider for it. Another big one that I learned was with the passing. So having a higher vision was good, because they would see players that were open, right? Or that they'd think were open, but then lowering their IQ to determine when they should make that pass or when they shouldn't. 2K has it right now that the IQ's pretty high, right? And you can't mess with accuracy, because then you'll just see the most ridiculous easy passes, and they're the worst passes in the world for pro athletes. So you can't really touch pass accuracy. But 2K does it differently. They have higher IQ, lower vision. What does that mean? Well, that means that players are making smart passes when they see them, but they're not seeing a lot of them because their vision's low. This is why we struggle with getting turnovers in the game. right? And so what we do is we jack up steals, we jack up hands, we jack up place passing lanes, all that stuff. That's not ever really the issue. The issue is getting the CPU to attempt some of the boneheaded passes that we as users make. And so the global edit there is reducing pass IQ by 20 and doing a pass vision bump by 20. So you nerf, that means their IQ's less, they're more likely to make stupid passes that are going to get knocked away or intercepted. That's how you get the turnovers up realistically, not spamming or increasing on-ball defense, not getting players to constantly jump passing lanes, because then you can take advantage of that guy by going back door, or they try to jump passes and they miss them, then you just get an easy lane to the basket, right? So that's, and then hustle by minus 20. Also, I'm playing around with two others, not 100% sure on them. Shot IQ, having a lower shot IQ I think is important, because so many players have a really high shot IQ in 2K default. That means they don't really take a lot of bad shots, right? They need to take some more like contested shots or shots in traffic or stuff to get those completion percentages down, not always taking only good shots. So lower shot IQ, and then instead of, lowering on-ball defense and stuff like that, I've been playing around with a minus 20 to every single player's perimeter defense. That's it for the ratings. And then tendencies, really not that many. When I first did this at the beginning of the year, the global tendencies, I believe there's 93 tendencies that players have. 93, it's a lot. I'm only got like 28 of them that I'm editing. Now I'll show you guys. I'll kind of go through what I did. I'm still tweaking it. I got the formula up here, but basically I learned a lot, and I know you guys want to see gameplay. We're going to get to gameplay, but I'm also trying to be, I want to give you guys the information you're here for. I'm breaking it all down for you guys, so bear with me. We will get to gameplay, I promise you. So what I'm working on with tendencies, what I learned from ChatGPT is that 2K, let's go quick edit here. Let me get to all players here. 2K has tendencies, a lot of them very, very high, right? And the problem with that, and this is what stood out with the ChatGPT tendencies, I don't know if people actually went in and looked at them, but the majority of tendencies for ChatGPT, the numbers were very, very low. There was, the shot ones were up a little bit higher, like shoot 3, shoot close, stuff like that were up higher. But a lot of the other tendencies were hovering in that 30 to 40 range. And, it played so much better. And I realized the reason why is because when you have everything jacked up through the roof, how does the game determine what triggers, right? And showing you the roster that's got the edits on it probably isn't the best way to do it. Let's get out of here real quick. Let me show you just in the main menu here. I'll give you guys an example. You guys can see what I'm talking about. Now I haven't touched any of the shot location tendencies. 2K actually does a good job on shot location. If you look at like shot left, shot right, shot middle right, shot whatever, it all equals 100, which is good. That tells you that because 2K is doing that on their own, that these tendencies are grouped together, it's out of 100. And so if you have tendencies at like 80, for example, if a player has like for Euro step, when they're doing like a Euro step's an 80 tendency, but then they have spin layup is a 75 or an 80 as well, they're both so high up there and the gap between the two is small. How does the game determine which one triggers, right? And typically that's why neither of them trigger, or only one triggers. You don't really see a lot of variables in moves by players, and it's because everything is up too high. And I'm just going to give you a perfect example of this. We're going to go to all, it sucks, we're going to go to all players, but no, I don't want to do it like this. We'll do it like this, because I don't want to get all the players that are in there. It's going to mess stuff up. We're just going to go on my NBA. We're going to start a new one. Let's go here. We'll just start a new one with the roster. I don't need to do anything special. I just want to show you guys. And so the main thing I focused on was getting them to do... Hold on, where's the start from? Here we go. Oops. Start from today. All right, so you know, increase a little bit of transition, pull up threes, increase their contested and contested mid range and 3-point jump shot. Okay, I will pick the 76ers. Increase their shooting off of screens type of thing. The rest is all like the layups, the dribble moves, triple threat. That's pretty much it. I'll kind of tell you guys where I'm at with it, but I want you guys to see what this looks like from 2K, and then you'll understand like why players don't really feel like themselves. You know what I mean? Let's get to a section here. Where are we at? Step back. Let's go edit column. There we go. So I can. Transition up, we need to get through. Okay, here we go. Here we're in the layups, okay? So let's look at the layups. We have step through shot. Not really a layup. I guess it kind of is a layup, not really though. So we'll go here. Spin layup. So look at Shea. He has an 85 tendency on a spin layup, 95 on a Euro. How is spin layup ever going to trigger if his Euro's a 95? That's so high on a scale out of 100, right? How is spin layup ever going to trigger when it's that high? And then furthermore, how is hop step or floater ever going to trigger? Because you can only do one of these when he goes. So you have these four right here, and you know, look, and Giannis is the same way, right? Floater's never going to happen. Not that that matters for him. You go to Luka, right? 60 floater, 60 hop step, 85 Euro, 85 spin. You're really only going to see spin or Euro from Luka. You're not going to see a lot of this other stuff because these are so high up there. How can the game's always going to trigger the same thing, which is why we don't see a lot of variety. And so what I did is, what I noticed with ChatGPT was ChatGPT would have these numbers very, very low. He would have like a spin layup for a player at like 28, a Euro like 35, hop step, 18, floater like 30, something like that, right? These were lower, and that allowed them to trigger out of that 100 scale so much more often. So simply by lowering these and try to get it closer to being out of 100, right? So if you have these four layups right here, and the goal is to make them all, when combined, be around 100, then your odds are truly going to be realistic on what happens. Now you can't really do that when you're on a global edit because, look at, you have 170 right here out of these two, and you're not even factoring in the 120 right here. So you have, it's crazy high. When you look at how they do these layups right here, but then when you compare it to, if we go over to like Jokic right here, and we look at the, if we go to shot right here, shot close left is 21. Then you shot close middle tendency is 52. 21 plus 52 is 73. And you have shot close right is 27. What's 73 plus 27? It's 100. You know what I mean? Right here, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. 40 plus 38 is what? 78. Plus 22 is 100. Here you go, Giannis. 48 plus 40 is what? 88 plus 12 equals 100. So 2K follows this formula for their shot locations, but they don't follow it for triple threat. They don't follow it for their layups. They don't follow it for dribble moves. They don't follow it for a lot of those things. And so I'm focusing on just balancing out all of those ratings, right? Because when you have a guy like Giannis, he's got a 99 euro, which he does euro all the time, and he does spin layup. This is hardly ever going to trigger, and you certainly aren't going to see a hop step. I could care less if we ever see a floater from Giannis. I don't think, and that's the issue. So basically, it was just going through. Let's get out of here, you guys. I showed you what I wanted to show you. Going through and just balancing that out to lower everything down, and it's gonna allow things to shine through. And the sliders, because of this, haven't had to do too much with the sliders, man. I'm gonna show you the sliders that I've been on. I'm trying to basically figure. Hold on, sorry. If you see a floater in the game, I'm asking for a refund. Right, I feel you. Sorry, I didn't have my screen up to see your guys' chat, so I apologize. I'm gonna show you guys the sliders. They're not done yet, but this is how simple the sliders have to be. When you get the tendencies right, you don't have to do too much, right? We're gonna be 50s for most of it. Defense sliders, there's no ratings and tendencies and stuff like that for these, so these are going to obviously be changed. But attributes, we're not really messing with any attributes other than I'm playing around with offensive and defensive awareness. Those are the only two I'm playing around with. 50. And then because of we're doing the tendencies, all tendencies are all 52. Fouls, we got to change those. And then movement. So these are sliders where we're not having to change too much. The only thing I'm really trying to lock in right now is I've been playing around with offensive awareness for the CPU on 25, and I've played around with it on 75. And I'm trying to figure out, and maybe I'll have to raise shot IQ up. I'm trying not to, because I like the shot attempts they're taking with it currently at. But I'm trying to find the setting where we get good shot distribution from the CPU. I've been testing a lot against the Lakers, and Luka ends up taking the majority of the shots in the first quarter. Like, there's no distribution whatsoever. CPU shot time on the user side, what does that do? It increases your, because we're on real player percentage, it increases the likelihood of that shot going in. We're on real player percentage, we're just leaving everything at 50. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna play around, we're gonna test a little bit here. And basically all that's left for this to be finalized, you guys, is I'm just figuring out that shot distribution. Shot success, the percentages have been pretty solid. Might have a couple small tweaks here and there, but it's really just getting the CPU shot distribution so they don't just go to that one player, right? You have the Lakers, right? And it's like, I played earlier today, and it played really, really well. I got some highlights. I posted them on X of LeBron, but the highlight, like, I played a quarter, the 2 times LeBron shot the ball were those, he took 2 shots in the first quarter. Luka took 15. That was with offensive awareness for the CPU on 75. We are going to try it on 25 on stream, and then we're going to switch it to 75 and see what happens. So, and we'll jump around. I don't need to necessarily play a full quarter. We can play around here, get you guys' eyes on some stuff. Let me know what you guys think. Give me feedback. This is 2K default, and then I just literally have some global tendency edits. Like 5 global ratings edits. That's it. I haven't touched badges, haven't touched intangibles, haven't done anything. This is just 2K default with, I think I got 28 tendencies. Just a global edit to it. So that being said, we'll start off. Which matchup do you guys want to see? We're gonna try. It's literally trying to figure out good shot distribution from the CPU. That's all that matters right now. That's all that's left to fix. But anyway, which matchup do you guys want to see? Let's go here. All right, and I gotta. I gotta turn off the menu music here so I don't get killed. But we'll actually, instead of doing like the music or whatever that I've been, we'll just actually have the actual game commentators. Anyway, so which matchup do you guys want to see? You want to see Spurs, Wolves, Lakers, Thunder, Pistons, Cavs, or Knicks, 76ers? We got one for Spurs, Wolves. We got one for Cavs. You guys got to specify which team you want to see as the CPU as well, because I'm indifferent on it. It doesn't make any difference to me. Do Detroit versus Cavs, and you can be the Cavs since Cade will take a lot of the shots for the Pistons. Yeah, I want to see... I'd like to see some good distribution. So far we have 2 Cavs versus Pistons. I'll give anybody else that's in here a chance to say what they're interested in. If not, that's the one we're going to go with. All right, that's enough. We got 3 of them in there. We'll go with this, and we want me to be the Cavs, it sounds like. Let me switch teams real quick. Just to make it not be weird. Okay. Oops, before I do anything else, I need to save what I had here. Okay. Here we go. All right, play game. What are we gonna rock the Pistons in here, man? I'm definitely feeling. Do we want Cade? Want him in the old schools? I think we're gonna go old. I love uniforms from the 90s, you guys. If you guys didn't know, we're gonna go to the Cavs. Yeah, these are gnarly. These ones are better though. These ones are so much better. Let's go. Is there an alt? Nope. God, they're so nice. Yeah, there we go. Let's do it. Let's do it to it.
The Eastern Conference Semifinals, Game 1.
Let me know, by the way, I haven't streamed with actual audio from the game I'm playing in a long time. Let me know if I need to increase like the volume from 2K or lower my mic volume. Just because I normally have like that just
the conference semifinals
music playing in the background, and we don't actually have the game audio. Just definitely let me know, you guys.
Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semis. Everything gets turned up a notch. Let's get to it here on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke.
Are amazing. The Raptors,
plus our reporter Ali
the
LaForce.
Timberwolves,
a look at Cleveland's
the
opening
Sonics,
lineup. Mitchell and Strus are on the wings. The Twin Towers,
the
Mobley and
Warriors,
Allen, the combo inside, and it's Harden in at the point guard position. And for Detroit,
the Knicks,
Harrison Duran together in the middle.
Raptors,
Kate
the
Cunningham
Magic,
out there with Duncan
the
Robinson,
Pistons,
and it's Thompson in at the 3,
Hawks,
the small forward. You
the
look
Bulls,
at Cleveland; they're coming off a sweep in round
the
1.
Wizards
so I don't think being
Bullets.
the lower seed here will bother them one bit.
Yeah, not in the least. The way they've performed in the postseason.
All right, hold on. I gotta check my camera angle. I've been playing with a new camera. Yeah, we're on it. I've been playing on this Nosebleeds 2, height 3. The audio seems pretty balanced right now. All right, thank you, King. Let me know if I need to lower my mic or increase the 2K one, whatever is best for you guys to see. Just let me know.
I'm sure there isn't a team or an arena in the league that worries them right now.
There we go. Oops, hold on, I gotta switch to my
Mobley outside.
My 2K profile, my DualSense.
Now Allen on the wing, Strus. Shot clock at 5.
Oh no!
Here's Harden.
I thought Mitchell was my point
And
guard.
all around the rim that time before dropping.
This is what you call pre-shot preparation. Being prepared on the catch
And
to
we're, again,
fire
the
before
main
the
focus is
defense
going to
can
be
react. That
shot
is nicely
distribution.
done by James Harden.
Like,
Now here's
Cade obviously
Cunningham
can
to the
dominate
inside.
things, but
Here's Duran.
we would like to see good
Boy, he may
distribution.
not
So
be the biggest
we're
center
currently
in
on
this league, but
25
big-time athleticism on
awareness
display.
for the
And Harden's
CPU
got
on
the ball
offense.
here for the Cleveland
So we'll
Cavaliers.
see how this impacts their
Pass to
shot
Mitchell.
distribution.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Duncan
We'll take some free
Robinson.
throws.
In the NBA, there is a high need for relentless scoring and skill to match that scoring. That is Donovan Mitchell.
Now Cunningham, defended by Harden. It's Cunningham with a drive.
Nice take.
That one drops
Nice
forward.
offense with the CPU, man.
Cunningham's gotten his second bucket of the game.
That's the other thing I
Couldn't
learned
afford the
from
defense on the
the
drive.
ChatGPT was like
Cunningham's skilled at
reducing
getting to the cup.
Here in the first
triple
quarter,
threat
with about
idle,
2 minutes gone by.
reducing the no dribble drive tendency,
Pass
so they
to
don't
Mitchell.
just waste time doing stuff, you know.
And he converts
Yeah.
the layup.
They didn't
7
collapse on
points
that
in the
one.
game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Good.
Ooh,
Exactly the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5 out of the gates.
yeah, the ChatGPT one plays great, but like there's just no
Allen with a screen
Way
on
to-
Cunningham. 14 feet away.
to do anything in the
Harden can't
future
hit.
because of draft
Listen, that's a
classes and stuff.
quality
And
mid-range
there's nothing
shot.
for
He
PC
just couldn't
people, and
capitalize.
you know,
Thompson
I think
passes to
because of the lack of
Cunningham.
draft class and the fact that as soon as you get those in there,
To the middle.
like a lot of the
Here's Duran.
tendencies,
And the
you know,
dunk by
get messed up from
Duran.
that.
I'm pretty
I
sure
think having
Cunningham
something
could
that
run this play
is
with his
built
eyes
off of
closed.
information
He's
from
so good at
ChatGPT
getting others set up.
And
But
so
it's
it's Harden
global.
with it. He brings it up for Cleveland.
will allow
They trail
people
by one.
to
Outside Mitchell.
kind of play a little bit longer,
The
right?
rebound
That's
by
a good
Detroit.
shot.
And they've been producing at a high level.
Oh, I like that
No
pull.
question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
The Cavs have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Harden from outside.
Bang.
Duran with the
Oh,
rebound. The Pistons have gotten
That's
5
the
of
space
7
we needed.
shots to fall. Back to Robinson. Pass to Harris. Here's Cunningham, defended by Harden. Oh, and he got
And we got a
fouled
foul.
on his way up.
See how
He'll
they're
head to
not
the
just
line to
like-
shoot two.
I
And I
think
like
this is
how
important
tough
to
Cunningham
highlight. We're gonna look at
is,
this replay.
welcoming
It
the
doesn't
contact
seem like
on the way to the
much,
hoop.
maybe, but this is big. This is fixed, and this is stuff that was learned from ChatGPT. Is you know there was I gotta zoom out. Sorry, so much idle time from the CPU, like holding the ball, waiting to shoot, dribbling kind of pointlessly, you know, getting that shot clock to run down for really no reason, right? And so I learned a lot from the ChatGPT stuff on just easy fixes and ways to prevent that from happening. Now, I think I need to increase the user defensive awareness here. It's supposed to be on 50 to match the CPU, and I don't think I have it there. We're going to double check here in a second. But, so you see Cade doing, I think this is nice. See Cade doing, he comes in, he goes through the legs, he goes behind the back, sets up, crossover, and attacks. There's no wasted time, and we got a free throw off of it. No wasted time, no just holding the ball for no reason, draining the shot clock. I just want to verify that I am on the right defensive awareness here. I'm on 25 for the user, and I believe CPU is on 50. Nope, CPU's on 20. Oh, that doesn't seem right. That's not the right... That's not the right sliders. Because we just changed... That's so stupid. Like, the autosave isn't working. We just changed the CPU to 25. Okay, no. We're good here. CPU needs to be... It's actually playing pretty good at 75 right now. I might just let it... I might let it run. What's the shot distribution so far? He's taking 3, but Durant's taking 3 too. We'll let it run. Since we're already in, I'm not starting it over. We'll let it run.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach.
I put it to 25. The auto
They've
save
been really going
trigger.
at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really
Gotta love
hasn't had
that,
an
right?
answer for them.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Yeah, can you
Good
say
timeout.
total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
But you
And real
guys will
quick,
notice the
let's
pace
check
of
out the
play is
field goal
higher.
percentage leaders in the postseason.
We're getting shots
Second is
up,
Jared Allen.
trying to
Since
get
we
more free
started the
throws.
playoffs,
I
he's
think
been
honestly free
totally
throws are in a
locked
pretty
in
good spot. The only way to really get
taking
more
and making
is
some good
to
looks.
play a little bit more off ball, so that your CPU
Cavaliers
teammates
trail by 3.
will do the fouling. Because as users, we don't really do a lot of fouling.
Harden with it. Got it. Good job in the low
Good
post.
take, good finish.
Now, Harden has made a career of his ability to navigate into the painted area. Boy, this guy, if he gets inside, look out, turn the lights out.
And it's Detroit with the ball. After the basket by Cleveland.
So far, I mean, the
Cunningham.
post-up Cade here, I like this. Posted him up once already. He's going. Pump fake, nothing there. Tries it.
The Cavaliers pull it in. Pass to Mitchell. Outside Harden. Six to shoot. Tries it from 19. And he makes it.
Let's go.
Harden's got his third basket on the night right there.
It matters not where James Harden finds himself on the floor. He is a legit threat to put the ball in the basket.
Pass to Thompson.
Good ball movement so far, but it seems to always be
Cunningham
finding
up
Cade,
top. Defended by
who's
Harden.
taking another shot, right? So he's up
No
to
good,
5
off the
shots
front
already.
rim.
So they're moving the ball
taking what's
around.
there.
It's just
Very good shot
the shooting's
selection,
only
just
being
not
done
the
by
result you hope for.
Cade. And that's what I was noticing earlier when I was playing with the Lakers.
Outside Mitchell.
The ball seemed to
And
always
here's
go
Allen. Covered by Duren.
to
Back to
Luka for
Mitchell.
the shot.
Shoots over Robinson.
Get in there.
And it's Mitchell.
I didn't
The
like
miss.
that play with their
The
end.
Pistons trailing. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. They'll be up
But the
against
running
Donovan
plays,
Mitchell
it just
tonight, and
seems to
coach
always
is well
be-
aware of the challenges
Yep.
that he presents.
Oh, that
He
was
said
filthy.
Donovan's so good at changing
Hey.
speeds, it's hard to know when to send help. I'd rather be overly cautious in that regard, because if no help comes, then all of a
That
sudden Mitchell
was
is in his groove.
filthy
Makes
from
sense
the
to
CPU.
Me. Brian, back to you.
Y'all.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Woo!
Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Strus with a deep
Try
three.
it, Strus.
Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 4 rebounds now. Robinson passes to Cunningham. Now here's Harris. And that one
So
comes
live
up a
on
bit
that.
short. Robinson with a steal.
Oh, good steal, Robinson. I didn't see him there.
Detroit moving the ball around. Takes a 3. Fires
Good
in
looking
the
offense
triple.
from the CPU,
Gotta
man.
fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see
Good
this all
looking
the
offense.
time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man
He
misses
needs to pass
rather
it,
than
man.
putting in
Like,
the work
again,
to
I'm
get over
fine with the
screens.
Stars taking
And
these
so now a
shots.
timeout called by Kenny
What's
Atkinson.
frustrating is when
He
you
might have
play a
seen something he
quarter
needs to review with his
and the guys
guys.
are taking 12 shots in that first quarter. Like, come on.
Tyson, he's checked in for Strus.
Pass the ball around a little bit, get some other shots in there. So far, it's looking pretty good, though. I mean, I have no idea what the
And
distribution
here's
is,
Mitchell.
but
He'll bring it up
it
for the
doesn't
Cleveland
feel...
Cavaliers. 4-point game.
Yeah, we're going
Drains
to
it.
cook Duncan
Now he's 3
Robinson.
for 5.
If they're going
Boy,
to put
hard to
Donovan, or if they're going to put
operate
Duncan
any more
Robinson
efficiently
on
than
him,
This guy has this quarter.
and they're not going to
Here's
protect
Cunningham.
the paint,
Give him 8.
we're going to be able to abuse that a little bit.
Pass to Harris. Now Robinson. Harris a screen.
Love it.
Robinson can't hit.
And you just
Oh.
can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And here's Harden. Back to Mitchell. Now here's Harden. He's watched by Cunningham. The 3. And it's Harris with the rebound.
And the
I was
shooter
feeling
had
that
very
one.
little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And that one's good. Cunningham.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
Little, what was that, a little hop step there?
Cavaliers trail by 4. Now here's Harden. He's got 6. Allen finds Harden. Over Cunningham. And Harden gets it to go on the assist by Allen. Harden's got 8.
Well, if it's James Harden taking the mid-range, I'm fine with it.
I'm telling you guys, this is just so fluid, man.
Excellence.
It just feels so fluid. You're able to make shots. Remember, shot success is at 50, you guys. We haven't increased or messed with any shot success sliders whatsoever. It is at default 50.
Cunningham against Mitchell. Over
I
Cunningham.
wanted the 3.
And it's Mitchell. The miss.
Worst shot in
The
basketball.
Pistons have got 8 of 15 shots to go.
Good find.
And Cunningham is good for 3. 13
Good find.
points in the game.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Here's Tyson. Back to Mitchell. Shoots over Robinson. And it's Mitchell.
Should win it all the
miss.
way. It was a bad shot.
Detroit leading by 5.
Oh. Yeah,
Pass
man,
to
it's so
Robinson.
fluid. You're able to hit
Back
shots.
to Cunningham.
With shot success at 50, and I didn't touch any of the players'
Lets it
shot
go from
success
deep.
sliders or like ratings.
Cunningham on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6
He's
for
going to
9
end up
in
being
this
at
game.
10 plus shots.
This guy has
It's
been
not going to
in
feel
attack
like
mode
it, but
this
he is
quarter.
end up
The
going to be up
defense
there.
might
You know what I
want to
mean? And some of that stuff you
intercede
can't really control.
Harden against Cunningham.
Oh,
Harden misses.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Cunningham passes to Robinson.
we're in a little bit of a drought here.
Now Duran.
We hit that
Allen
shot
defending.
when it was night to go 19-17, and they're on a little bit of a run. Oh, good D.
With the block.
Boy, Mobley read that the
I'm going to need you up
entire
for this
way.
right now.
His
Not done yet,
defensive
brother.
instincts
That's
are
why we're
so
streaming, man.
good.
Trying to get a
So
little
for the
interest.
Pistons. Stewart, he's checked in for Thompson. Jenkins
I'm
comes in for
literally the
Robinson.
only thing
A
I'm
big group
trying to figure out is
substitution here
what
for Cleveland.
offensive awareness
Bryant,
I want to
he's checked
settle
in
in
for
on.
Allen.
Everything
Wade
else
comes
feels
in for
really,
Evan
really
Mobley.
good.
Merrill, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's
I
Dennis
mean,
Schroeder in
it's
for
about
James
as good as I'm
Harden.
going to be able to get it, in my opinion.
Merrill outside. Here's Schroeder. Duran with the
Oh,
rebound.
good
Duran's
contest,
got
man.
his 7th rebound
Yeah,
here
we're in a
tonight.
drought here.
To the paint. Here's Stewart. Off target.
missed that one,
would have
too.
pushed
All
the
right, let's
lead
get a
to
good
double
look here.
digits.
I'm kind of
Things
pressing
just
a little
don't
bit.
seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Merrill outside.
That's a good look.
Launches the 3. The Pistons clear it. Duran's got 8 rebounds in the game. Harris passes to Stewart. And count the
got another
basket.
foul.
He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Man, Merrill
He's
missed that.
checked
He
in
he
for
had
Detroit.
nothing on his
Green comes in
stamina
for
bar,
Tobias Harris.
so you kind of
And
knew he was
Cleveland
going to
with a
miss it
change here,
because he
too.
was
Harden's
just
checked in.
gassed. All right, I got Harden back
Minute
in
32
here. Let me
left
get a
in the
bucket
first.
here.
Now here's Harden. Tight defense on him to stop the
It's a
run.
bucket.
Keeps it alive. Oh, nice
Let's
shot
go.
by
Good
Bryant.
finish. At least we got a
Thomas
bucket
Bryant
here.
is a problem
Man,
on
that
the
little
offensive
spell
backboard.
where we
This
just
guy's
missed some
big
shots
and
has
skilled,
killed
and you
us.
better
We
box
can get a
him
couple
out.
buckets here at the end. Get to like 23 points maybe. 24.
Cunningham.
2 and a 3.
16 points for him. The 17-footer
Oh,
goes back up. And it's
There you go,
Tyson
missed
with a
both of
rebound.
those.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. Here's Harden. And Harden with the slam.
Let's go.
Oh my, James Harden with a statement right there.
Pass to Cunningham. Here's Jenkins.
did not mean to
No points so
do
far.
that. Almost had an accidental double team.
Clock at 4. Green for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Here's Wade. Here's Tyson. Green covering.
All right, let's get a good shot here.
And here's Harden. He's got 10.
Oh,
he
no.
picked him clean. Driving inside.
That's
And so it's Detroit. They have a nice 9.
That sucks. All right. Let's see how many shots Cade had. I'm going to say, because he had that shot, missed it, kicked back out to him, shot, and that happened like 2 times. So I'm going to say he was at 11 attempts. Let's see how many they had total. So overall, they had 26 shot attempts. They took 3 free throws. Would have been more, but they were and ones, right? But like, what's not to like about this? We have good pace of play. They're 26 shot attempts. 3 is 7 from 3. Percentage is realistic, 46%. Yeah, we want a couple more free throws, but if they were not and ones, it's different. They did have a little bit of points in the paint, but that's on us as a team to like cut back on that. We did not shoot very well from 3 at all. We were also pressing our 3s. Normally I make 3s at a pretty realistic rate. I would guess I would bounce back in the second. If I take better 3s. So I took Cade took 11. And then Duran had 5. Robinson had with 4. And that's that's the one thing I'm trying to figure out between the awareness, right? If it even matters, is so many shots. Now, to be fair, a couple of these came from those miss kicks backs out, shoot it again. So he, if that doesn't happen, he's like around 9, maybe 8. And then I mean, to be fair though, I did take 10 with Harden, so I mean, I didn't really do any better. Now here's the question: do you guys want me to play a second quarter to see how it goes? And if so, because if not, I can back out. We can do another matchup and see. Then the follow-up question is: second quarter, yes or no? And then, do I keep the offensive awareness for the CPU at 75, or do you want to see what it looks like at 25? Granted, we're going to have some of their bench players in there. I'm letting you guys kind of control what you want to see, because this is helping me out. These are things I'm going to test whether I'm on stream or off stream. This is the final thing I need to figure out. Offensive awareness for the CPU. Where do I get the best ball distribution? Higher at 75, lower at 25. So you guys tell me what you guys want. Do you want me to back out, go to another matchup, and then lower the offensive awareness? Or do you want me to try another matchup and keep the offensive awareness 75? Do you want me to stay here, keep it at 75 for another quarter, or stay here and lower it to 25? All right, we have one that says keep it here. We have King says keep it here and lower the awareness. Do we have anybody else who wants to throw what they'd like to see in the ring? I'll give anybody else a chance to comment. If not, I'll go with the only person who commented. So, if you have an opinion on what you want to see, now's the time. Sounds like we're going to keep it going. We're going to lower the awareness. And let's see what it looks like. Jugabrew says keep it here and keep it the same. So now we're kind of split. Do we have anybody who wants to break the tiebreaker? Stay here and lower the awareness. All right, we got another one. We'll give it another 30 seconds real quick. But it sounds like we're staying here no matter what, which I'm fine with. It's just going to come down to this one right here. We have 2 for lower the awareness. Unless someone says something in the next... couple seconds here. All right, this is what we're going to do then. We're going to stay here
at the end of the
and
quarter,
just simply lower
and they
the awareness.
push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. Back to the game after this break.
But hopefully you guys can see the vision. And again, this is all stuff that I learned from doing ChatGPT. This is nothing like the way I did things before, because previously I used to just jack up tendencies to try to get them to trigger more. I only learned from the ChatGPT that that's not necessarily the solution. Have them lowered and have the ones
And
that
time
should
for us
occur
to get
more
back
often
into it here in game one.
be higher than the
And
other
looking
ones.
at what we've seen
but
from
have them
Detroit, what do you guys
overall
think?
lowered
It's all about
out
the
of that
strong
100,
inside-out game in the
you
first
know,
period.
99
Really help
against
them
max.
get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
All right,
We've got
Harden
Green,
is not getting much of a
Holland
break,
out
man.
there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Kevin Herter, and it's Jenkins in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Now here's Bryant.
This guy is
There you go,
not
take the
afraid
free
to get
throws.
physical.
I wanted to
Thomas
do like a
Bryant
little
doing
turn and
everything he can
shoot,
to
but
fight to get the shot off.
He's getting
not
his first
the,
free throw attempt
animation
of the
they
night
gave
now.
us.
First one falls for him. Sasser's checked in for Herter.
But it's good to see that we are getting some free throws, man, when we are able to get the contact.
And both free throws good for Bryant. The Pistons lead by 7. Here's Jenkins. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Wade. Well, Cleveland's shooting the ball at 43% from the field.
Ooh.
Cleveland working the ball around now. Now here's Harden. Sasser defending.
That's got to go in.
And
Let's
that
go.
one's good.
Bang.
Harden for 3. Harden's got
We're
13.
hucking with Harden a little bit
Well,
here.
James Harden, a sniper
That
through
is
and
for
through.
sure.
You give him even a little sliver of daylight, and that ball is gone.
Here's Jenkins, covered by Merrill. Pass to Holland.
Oh,
Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession.
Almost
The
there.
Pistons making a switch here. LeVert's checked in. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gets the 14-footer to fall. LeVert's got his first points of the night.
good little
Well,
pull up.
Karis LeVert can fill it up from anywhere, but this guy is a terrific mid-range scorer.
Pass to Bryant. Back to Merrill.
Oh, come set that screen that you're going to set.
Now here's Harden. Kicks it out to Bryant.
Oh, why'd you run out
And
there?
here's Merrill. He's checked by LeVert. Shot on the wing.
It's a bad shot.
Good as the jump shot
Bailed
falls.
out.
I'm not
Bailed out.
sure what he was thinking exactly.
I was trying to get
but
that
he
swing
finds
out,
a way
and the
to
guy
convert.
crashed it. Took away
Stewart
the swing.
outside. Pass to Holland. Back to Stewart. Now LeVert, covered by Merrill. The shot by LeVert, no good. Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's Tyson. Green covering. And
Nice
that
finish.
one's good.
Not only is James Harden one of the elite one-on-one players, this guy is an elite passer, and it's on display there.
LeVert passes to Stewart.
One thing I've always noticed in the
From
past
deep.
about the lower
And it's
offensive
Harden who
awareness
pulls down the
versus the
rebound.
higher
And I'm surprised that didn't go
is that
down. I mean,
lower. I did
I'm
feel
sure
like they
he is
utilized
too.
moves a little bit more, but they also took
Pass to Wade. Shoots over Holland. Wade misses.
like kind of some stupid shots,
And so it's
right, or
Green
missed
who
some
brings up the
opportunities.
ball for
Then
the
at
Pistons.
higher awareness, I felt like
They've led
they
by as
didn't
many as
utilize
11.
moves as
And it's hammered
much,
home by Green.
but they
Once
also
he
didn't
gets
take
to
like
the
bad
rim,
shots. They
it's
took smart
fairly
shots.
automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Harden. He's got 13.
Need to get another.
Pass to Tyson. Stewart against Bryant. Here's Tyson. Misses the deep three-point
deep,
attempt.
but Still,
Detroit leading by
we're
4.
getting some subs in here.
And here is Green. Now here's
Oh.
Stewart, covered by Bryant. Here's
Good
Jenkins.
ball movement, good offense,
Green for
man.
3.
Ball's not
Shot that
sticking.
time, not on target. This lead is up for grabs.
Yeah, each possession has an importance.
Pass to Tyson. And there's a
There we go,
whistle.
free throws.
He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
A smart play by
Okay.
James
Hey, no,
Harden.
thanks for
Gets
telling me
his
that, Luke.
advantage to
I
draw
was
the
asking about that
contact. He's
before
made
you
a
got in.
living at the free
I
throw
will
line, guys.
lower
Cleveland shooting their 5th and 6th free
the
throws
game
of the
audio a
game.
little bit. Let me know if that's any better, please. And I was saying too. Normally I just have that music in the background. I don't actually have the game audio, so
That's good from Harden.
When you
know,
have
for
one of
this
the great
stream, I
scorers
wanted
in
to have the
history
game
of
audio in
game,
there.
as you do with James Harden, obviously
And
you want
I didn't know
the
what setting to
ball
have
in
it
his
at.
hands as much as
So I
possible.
appreciate the
Here's
feedback.
what
I'll
Detroit's
continue
going
to
with
adjust
right
as
now.
needed. I just
Thompson,
lowered
he's
it.
checked in for Green.
It was at 80. I
Robinson
just lowered it down to
comes in for
70.
LeVert. And
So
Cade
let me know if
Cunningham
that's better. If
subbed in
not, I
for
can continue to
Jenkins.
go
Donovan
lower
Mitchell's
and lower.
checked in for the Cavaliers.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
All right, Cade comes back in with 8 minutes left, so let's keep that in mind.
Sinks it from distance. Thompson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Harden with it. 15 points in the game. Can't get it to fall.
Nothing more important than contesting layups and dunks. A great job.
Oh, I thought we were going to
defensively.
steal that.
Inside. Oh,
There we go.
deflected. Stolen by Harden. Fast break.
We're out.
Here we go. Ahead. Here's Wade. After missing his first attempt.
So
now
we're
1
seeing a
for
couple
2.
more
And you lay that pass
like,
out there just like a great quarterback.
interceptable
Let your teammate
passes
run to it.
with it on the
The
lower
Pistons
awareness.
lead by 3.
Like they're trying a couple passes that we're able to get our hands in.
Now
Yeah,
here's
thanks for letting me know, Jugga Brew. I appreciate it. Oh,
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson.
that was on me.
I wish I still had hops like
Got
that.
cooked.
Harris is checked in for Detroit.
I got cooked.
And a switch here also for Cleveland. Evan Mobley, he's checked in for Merrill. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Now Harden. Pass to Mobley. Puts up
Mobley
a 3.
can hit that.
Yes.
Yes, he
And a
can.
nice
Let's go.
assist
We need to
from
get him
Harden.
more involved.
Harden's
He
got
should
3
be having a lot
assist
more
tonight.
shots.
Boy, if Mobley continues to hone that outside jump shot, folks, look out. You will not be able to
Okay,
guard
we're
this
getting
guy.
backdoored
And it's
now.
in there.
We've seen
Like,
that
I mean,
once today. An
They're not
effortless
really
basket
missing a beat
inside.
offensively,
Here's Harden.
even with that offensive awareness down on 25. They really are, which is, I mean, I think that's a good
Now
thing to
Mitchell.
see.
Mitchell on the attack. And
Let's
Mitchell
go. Lane
with
just
the
opened up,
slam.
man.
Boy, if he's got momentum, you better step back. Donovan Mitchell on his way to the cup.
And here's Cunningham. He's got 18. Floats one. And
Hey.
no good.
So he missed it, but this was still, and I don't know what to do about them missing this stuff, right? Because they're shooting a good percentage. You know what I mean? That's what makes it tricky. Is sometimes they just miss every now and then. You'll miss some of these, and you're like, oh, they probably should have made that. But we do see that in real life too. But their percentages overall is really good. So are we gonna, split hairs over stuff like this? I don't think so. But he gets a step on Harden, hits him with that, crosses over again, goes, hits him with a spin, pump fake up, comes underneath. Now to be fair, I'm right there. This isn't the easiest shot. Like, I'm right there on him. He tries to shoot it. Yes, he's close, but it's also contested as hell. But just the move that he did here, right? And I showed you guys the moves, the ratings, right? I showed you this is all really low for him. Like, I'll show you the crossover, the spin. Like, he's doing these moves, you guys, right? And that's where I kind of want to highlight that you don't need to have these ratings on the tendency really, really high for that stuff to happen. Let's go to Cade. We can go to his tendencies here. So just check this out. Spin layup 45. No. Oh no, that's not what we're not looking for layup. Sorry, we're looking for dribbling. Driving crossover 80, driving double cross tendency 30. It's all low.
Harden with the defensive effort. The Cavaliers have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the
Lower,
second.
I should
Looking
say.
good. Back to Mobley. Pass to Harden. Cleveland working the ball around now. 4 on the clock. And they forced the shot clock
Oh, I didn't
violation.
hear it.
Great
My
D.
audio is delayed in my ear.
And here now, a list of the players who have had the hottest hand in the playoffs.